Castor sugar is an ultra-fine sugar that is mainly used for making cakes, meringues, souffles and mousses. In this article, we are going to discuss some substitutes for castor sugar. Castor sugar is widely used in making desserts or any kind of drinks because it dissolves very quickly. Castor sugar is different from granulated sugar, as granulated sugar is found in the form of cubic crystals, while the texture of castor sugar is almost like that of table salt. There is no difference in taste between regular granulated sugar and castor sugar, and the only reason it is used is because castor sugar dissolves very easily. This is especially beneficial in the case of making meringues, which is prepared by whisking egg whites with castor sugar. There are basically two types of castor sugar available, and they are white castor sugar and golden castor sugar. White castor sugar is made from sugar cane or sugar beet that has been refined, and it is white in color, and it does not change color while baking. Golden castor sugar, on the other hand, is light golden in color, and is made from unrefined sugar which has molasses left in it. It has a more complex flavor than white castor sugar, and it darkens after baking. This is the preferred sugar of choice for making baked caramel custard. There are many substitutes for castor sugar that you can use if you are out of it. How to make castor sugar? If you do not have any castor sugar and your recipe calls for it, before looking for a viable castor sugar substitute, you can try making castor sugar at home. It is very easy to make castor sugar at home, and all you need is regular granulated sugar with a food processor or a coffee grinder. Just grind a cup of granulated sugar in a coffee grinder or a food processor until you get a fine powder. Your castor sugar is ready for use. Substitute for castor sugar. If you do not want to be bothered with making castor sugar at home, then you can try various castor sugar replacement. Deciding on which substitute to use depends to a large extent on which dish you are preparing. If you are baking a cake where the color of the sugar is of no importance, then you can use brown sugar or demerara sugar. Using brown sugar or demerara sugar won't change the taste of the baked cake. If you need a substitute for castor sugar for making puddings, pies or pastries, you can use maple syrup or corn syrup. You can also use good quality honey as a castor sugar substitute, although baked products tends to get more moisture and drier when honey is added. Honey also brings about a slight color difference to the baked product. If you are watching your weight, then you can use artificial sweeteners instead of castor sugar in your recipe. The best substitute for golden castor sugar is dark brown sugar and muscovado sugar. Both dark brown sugar and muscovado sugar gives intense flavor to the dish that it is added to. Another viable substitute for castor sugar is powdered sugar. However, avoid using powdered sugar in drinks and cocktails as it tends to make the drinks cloudy. Many people assume that castor sugar and powdered sugar are the same thing. However, there is some difference between castor sugar and powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is completely pulverized into fine powder, and it is much finer than castor sugar. Moreover, powdered sugar has some amount of corn flour added to it, to prevent it from clumping. They are both used in baked goods and drinks, and get instantly absorbed. If you are considering castor sugar versus granulated sugar, then the main difference between them is that castor sugar is finer than granulated sugar. The glycolic acid content in castor sugar is very high as it is made from cane sugar. So what is a better substitute for castor sugar? Powdered sugar or granulated sugar? Powdered sugar is the best substitute for castor sugar, followed by demerara sugar and brown sugar.